Well, the project, I produced it a couple of years ago. It's about submarines in the west coast of Scotland, in that space between the Western Islands of Scotland and the Scottish mainland. And that area is an astonishingly beautiful piece of water and space, and the islands and landscape and mountains are absolutely fabulously beautiful. But also in a rather sinister way beneath the waves. It's the biggest submarine testing range probably in the world. It's one of the places where we keep all of our Britain's nuclear bombs are kept there, nuclear missiles and warheads are kept there. It's one of the biggest low-level flight training areas in the world. It's the only place in the world where you can drop a live, only place in Europe where you can drop a live 1,000-pound bomb. It's a colossal torpedo testing range, sonar range. It's an amazingly militarized space. And yet that takes place in a place which is astonishingly beautiful and gorgeous. And so it was that kind of collision of those two seeming opposites that appealed to me about it. And in particular the whole idea of a submarine. Once a submarine is launched, the whole thing that a submarine does is you never see it ever again. If it's doing its job, you will be completely ignorant of its existence. So the work was very much about the idea of the invisibility of this thing. There's a picture of the submarines being built in the sheds, and 7,000 tons of steel is this object. It's an absolutely colossal piece of metal, and yet when it goes into the drink, poof, it's gone. You never see it ever again. So it's that kind of collision of those two polar opposites that is obviously an interesting place in any kind of art, but this is the things that I do, and that's what the photography is about.